This is our featured free game of the day today. The Cowboys are taking on the Eagles. Eagles are 6.5 point favorites. That is a large, large number. Total is set at 42. Look, great news for Eagles fans. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Jordan Mailata and Jason Kelsey were kind of questionable all week. We didn't know if they were going to be going in tonight's game. Well, good news, Eagles fans. Good news, Eagles betters. Mailata and Kelsey are good to go. They're not on the injury report. They're fully into this game, which is huge for this Eagles team who's going up against one of the best, if not the best, defensive units in the NFL and one of the best, if not the best, defensive player in Micah Parsons. Look, Jalen Hurts has been on the downturn just a little bit since his amazing performance against the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Next week, he ate up the Washington defense, but I mean, let's face it, I could eat up the Washington defense with playing left-handed. I'm right-handed, by the way, but I could do that. Since then, he hasn't broken 220 passing yards. He's kind of been a little bit. I mean, they don't need him. The rushing attack, and Miles Sanders has been really solid. And if there's one weakness of this Cowboys defense, it is their rush defense. They're not able to stop the run as efficiently as they probably wish they could. So that could be a big problem for the Cowboys tonight. I mean, the Eagles, they're the best rushing team in the NFL. They're really good at it, and the Cowboys aren't the best at stopping it. So it's the perfect matchup if you're an Eagles fan, if you're an Eagles bettor. But I mean, Dallas is 3-1 against the spread and straight up against Philadelphia the last two seasons. They come into the first meeting of the year. They both are looking really good. Cooper Rush is undefeated as a starter since he stepped in for Dak Prescott. Philly's 5-0. Dallas looking to knock them off and give them their first loss of the season. But the biggest thing is that Dallas has been really, really, really good in the first half of the season the last 2 years. They're 11-1 against the spread in the first half over the last two seasons. And not only that, this is a road game where the total is set at 42. And Mike McCarthy in his career has excelled in low scoring, grinded out road games. 19-3 against the spread in road games with a total of 35.5 to 42. So I'm going to go with Dallas plus 6.5. Powerline makes this more like a pick 'em. Dallas loses by 1 in estimate number 1. Dallas loses by 4 in estimate number 2. I would love this number at about 7 because at that touchdown number, we talk about it a lot. That's one of the prime numbers of the NFL. What does scare me though is I'm riding with the public. I've been fading the public in the first two picks, and then in this one, 66% of the public is on the Cowboys at plus 6.5. Philly opened at 5.5 though, and it's moved up to 6.5. So that tells me the money's on the Eagles. Can Cooper Rush, and they've really shrunk this playbook down for this Cowboys offense. Do they have enough firepower in them to keep up with the Eagles? Dallas's offense isn't fantastic. I mean, they're only averaging 19 points per game, and they've just been winning these games by just pure amazing defense. Where Philadelphia, on the other hand, has 27 points per game, and their defense has been playing lights out, allowing just 18 points per game. So it'll be interesting to see how this one breaks down, but I don't see the Eagles winning by a touchdown. I see the Eagles winning by 3, 4. I think CeeDee Lamb is questionable, but he should be full go for tonight's game. Jordan Mailata and Jason Kelsey being back, though, is really big for him. I mean, that is huge for the Eagles, but I don't think it'll be enough for them to win by more than 7. So that's why I'm siding with Dallas at plus 6.5. Just a really large spread. They were plus 5.5 against the Rams, ended up winning that one. I think it's going to be similar. I don't think they're going to win, but this defense will create some opportunities for the offense, some short fields. Maybe the defense even scores some points, and I'm all over the Cowboys tonight at plus 6.5. Maybe if you're feeling frisky, maybe Cowboys plus 220. But I'm loving Cowboys plus 6.5. So before we get up on out of here, as always, got to break down our best bets. Just a quick little recap. We're on the Chiefs plus 2.5 tonight against the Bills. That's going to be a fantastic game, a 4 p.m. kick on CBS. We're on Seahawks money line, plus 110 versus Cardinals. I am biased on that one just a little bit, but I'm telling you the Seahawks have the better quarterback. They have the better offense, and both of these defenses are really bad. So we saw what the Seahawks could do in a sling it out shootout against the Lions earlier this season. It might be a similar type of game here against the Cardinals, and I like the Seahawks' chances at home where they're 4-1 against the spread over the last 3 seasons as underdogs. And I'm on the Cowboys plus 6.5 at the Eagles. I feel like that's a solid pick. Eagles are probably going to win this game, but this is an NFC East game. These are 2 really good defenses. I don't see the Eagles pulling out and winning by 7 points or more. So give me Cowboys plus 6.5. They'll keep it close and they'll cover the spread. All right, thank you so much for tuning into DRF Daily. We'll be back tomorrow for some Monday Night Football breakdown and player props. Until then, may your Sunday be profitable. See ya.